As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Imani finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Sky takes a handful of throwing knives. Corvus runs away. Strix breaks Grover's nose. Octavia, Moji, Atlas, Pip, and Sati run away. Terminus, Evie, and Maldamba work together. Talus, Omen, Buck, and Vatu share everything they gathered. Caspian runs away. Nyx, Betty LaBamba, Ruckus, and Khan share everything they gathered. Kinessa kills Lilith. Ceres grabs a sword. Genos runs away. Furia runs away. Azan runs away. Inara grabs a sword. Cassie finds a canteen full of water. And Droxus snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Vora and Tyra fight for Bag. Tyra gives up. Lex runs away. Io runs away. Rom runs away. Bomb King runs away. Yaggroth attacks Koga, but Torvald protects him, killing Yaggroth. Ying runs away. Fernando
Wait, who
convinces
died?
Ray. Yaggroth.
From who? Fernando?
Koga. Or Torvald.
Koga. That's Torvald and someone else. Sorry.
Yeah, Torvald and Koga. Fernando convinces Ray to not kill him, only to kill her instead. Two best characters dead already. This game's gonna be boring. Tiberius runs away, Grok runs away, Shaolin runs away, Maeve runs away, Makoa runs away. Kinessa crawls under a glass bench that Talus is sitting on. That's illegal. Atlas fishes, Terminus hunts for other
He's 19.
And ignored. No, she's not.
Well, it's Talus.
His age is unconfirmed. I looked it up.
He's also a terrorist. Who cares?
I know, but he looks like a child, so it's if not illegal, it's still weird. Tyra receives a ham sandwich. Ceres kills Moji with a sickle. Oh yeah,
Snipe
true.
his balls.
Yeah, good point. You know what, deserved. You know what, I support her. Imani tracks down and kills Betty LaBamba. Fernando receives bountiful corn. Caspian injures himself. Bomb King defeats Ruckus but spares his life. Nyx receives clean water. Makoa receives 29 bucks. Tiberius discovers the river. Shaolin receives a hatchet. Torvald thinks about home. Ying and Lex work together. Grover and Furia work together. Omen and Koga work together. Sati crawls under a glass bench that Rom is sitting on. Sky, Vatu, Strix, and Grok raid Cassie's camp. True. Vora collects fruit. Khan thinks about home. Io shoots Azan with a bow and arrow, but she misses. Evie receives medical supplies, and Droxus reinvents the wheel. Maldamba hunts for the tributes. Corvus camouflages in the bushes. Buck injures himself. Genos goes hunting. Inara goes fishing. Maeve decides to bury herself, and Pip is pricked by thorns. Pip, Lex, Makoa, Talus, and Genos track down and kill Shaolin. That's the squad. That's the team. Io, Ying, Azan, and Fernando sweep in shifts. Inara convinces Tiberius to snuggle with her. Omen lets Octavia into his shelter. Kinessa, Vatu, Imani, and Maldamba stay up all night. Corvus and Sati talk about tributes to life. Atlas cooks food. Grok reads the dictionary. Koga, Ruckus, Strix, and Terminus practice Mongolian throw singing. Caspian's trap kills Androxus. Buck convinces Sky to snuggle with him. Cassie's unable to start a fire. Furia and Torvald hold hands. Bomb King and Tyra sleep in shifts. Khan, Vora, Nyx, and Rom tell each other ghost stories. Ceres, Evie, and Grover discuss what might happen in the morning. Corvus receives 14 bucks. Ying diverts Rom's attention and runs away. Kinessa sucks the life out of Koga with her bare hands. Strix rewinds the footage too much and gets sent back to the womb. Omen tends to Maldamba's wounds. Azan receives an explosive. Atlas receives a ham sandwich. Cassie tries to spear fish. Evie receives bountiful corn. Furia gets dragged into the land by a land shark. Caspian receives a ham sandwich. Grover receives a water source.
Dragged into the land.
Yeah. Genos constructs a shack. Pip, Octavia, Imani, Tiberius raid Grok's camp. Sky, Inara, Ceres, and Nyx raid Tyra's camp. Vatu attacks Buck, but he escapes. Bomb King defeats Vora, but spares her life. Ruckus collects fruit from a tree. Khan repeatedly stabs Sati to death with sighs. Io receives an explosive. Talus strangles Fernando. Torvald attacks Terminus, but he escapes. Makoa picks flowers. Lex discovers a river. Tyra lets Bomb King into her shelter. Octavia receives fresh food. Genos gets kamikaze arms. Io and Azan hold hands. Cassie treats her infection. Tiberius lets Imani into his shelter. Omen receives fresh food. Grok, Vora, Makoa, Talus, and Grover sleep in shifts. Maldamba gets gangbanged by jaguars. Khan receives an explosive. Lex tends to his wounds. Evie plays a violin for Atlas. Nyx attempts to climb a tree but falls on Ceres, killing them both. Inara screams for help. Corvus quietly hums. Caspian thinks about winning. Ying kills Rom with his own weapon. Kinessa and Pip tell stories about themselves. Ruckus passes out from caution.
Ying just carries a massive fucking chain gun.
Yeah, just
Guns
a
him down.
huge Gatling gun. Vatu tries to sing himself to sleep. Torvald tends to Terminus's wounds. Buck and Sky sweep in shifts. Makoa points at Inara and she explodes. Pip makes a wooden spear. Caspian receives an explosive. Imani diverts Genos' attention and runs away. Torvald picks flowers. Bomb King sees smoke rising. Lex camouflages in the bushes. Talus injures himself. Ruckus shoots Vora but misses. Grover injures himself. Atlas dies trying to escape. Omen scares off
I would
Terminus.
do that.
You would die.
Trying to escape, yeah.
Yeah. Khan overhears Io talking to Azan. Sky constructs a shack. Ying discovers a river. Tiberius defeats Grok. Cassie stalks Buck. Tyra receives fresh food. Corvus sprains his ankle running away from Octavia. Evie diverts Kinessa's attention. Vatu tries to spearfish with a trident. Cassie tends to Tyra's wounds. Kinessa tends to her own wounds. Vora begs for Io to kill her. She refuses. Makoa and Grover hold hands. Genos passes
That's
out.
kind of ironic.
What?
No,
Vora
because
begging for Io. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
True.
you forsake me for a second time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vatu and Azan kill themselves. Omen stays awake all night. Evie thinks about winning. Talus and receives medical supplies. Ying looks at the night sky. Torvald receives medical supplies. Lex, Bomb King, and Octavia discuss what might happen in the morning. Sky plays a violin for Pip. Imani lets Ruckus into her shelter. Grok cries. Tiberius defeats a Buck but spares his life. Caspian tends to
Grok
Corvus's
cries.
wounds. Yeah. Khan and Terminus run into each other. Bomb King sprints his ankle running away from Terminus. Talus constructs a shack. Ruckus tends to Ying's wounds. Amani receives $14. Makoa plays his mixtape for Vora. It's so bad that she dies. Grok cries.
Good to hear.
Tyra is pricked by thorns. Grover thinks about home. Evie collects fruit from a tree. Divine intervention occurs and Kinessa is killed. Cassie dies of dysentery. Sky defeats a Buck, but Kind souls him. Corvus and Tiberius hunt together. Omen tries to spearfish. Genos strangles Lex with a rope. Khan explores the
Why are you laughing at that?
I don't know. Torvald discovers a cave. Io and Caspian split up to search for resources. Octavia receives $14.
Stop just ending it mid.
I didn't. I was laughing at Genos strangling Lex. I'm sorry. Pip reinvents
What's
the
so
wheel.
funny about that?
I don't know, man. Io receives medical supplies. Amani and Buck huddle for warmth. Tyra, Caspian.
Okay.
Tyra,
Get off
Caspian,
the
and
box.
Talus sleep in shifts. Octavia loses sight of where she is. Torvald receives an explosive. Makoa stays awake all night. Khan, Grover,
Okay.
Pip, Omen, and Genos sleep in shifts. Tiberius thinks about winning. Corvus looks to the night sky. Bomb King is woken by nightmares. Grok cries.
I'm not laughing.
Omen shoots a poisonous blow dart into Io's neck, slowly killing her. Buck receives a ham sandwich. Grok stares at Terminus's ass. Tyra receives a fruit.
Who won it?
Sky shoots Bomb King, but he does not die. Evie stares at Grover's tree stalk. Khan stares at Torvald's tree stalk. Ruckus questions his sanity. Octavia tends to Caspian's wounds.
I
Genos
think you
kills
should
Makoa.
fucking question yours.
No, Talus goes fishing. Pip gets hungry. Amani sprains her ankle running away from Tiberius. Corvus collects fruit from a tree. Ying collects fruit from a tree. Bomb King climbs a tree. Terminus receives a bomb. Genos goes to sleep. Tyra and Ying work together to drown Corvus. Omen fends Imani, Pip, and Octavia from his fire. Caspian, Khan, and Sky cheerfully sing songs together. Grok cries. Evie begs for Ruckus to kill her. To kill her. He refuses. Buck loses sight of where he is. Grover, Talus, and Tiberius get into a fight. Grover kills them both. Torvald passes out. Terminus strafes these sinners, killing Genos, Khan, and Pip. Evie, Torvald, Amani, and Octavia hunt for other tributes. Caspian travels to higher ground. Bomb King shoots an arrow into Ying's head. Sky reinvents the wheel. Buck begs for Omen to kill him. He refuses. Tyra receives Grok's wife. Grover and Ruckus work together. Octavia, Grover, Tyra, and Bomb King sleep in shifts. Caspian sees a fire. Imani, Evie, Grok, and Sky tell each other ghost stories. Tyrannus starts a fire. Omen tracks down and kills Buck. Torvald and Ruckus tell stories. The cornucopia is replenished. Grok decides not to go. Omen decides not to go. Tyra is unable to convince Terminus to not kill her. Sky, Amani, Evie, Octavia track down and kill Bomb King. Grover, Ruckus, Caspian, and Torvald decide not to go. Grover kills Ruckus with a hatchet. Terminus bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Grok steals from Amani while she isn't looking. Evie camouflages in the bushes. Octavia attacks Torvald, but he escapes. Caspian, Sky, and Omen hunt together. Grover reads the dictionary. Octavia plays the violin for Evie. Torvald tends to his wounds. Grok, Omen, and Sky sleep in shifts. Imani climbs a tree. Caspian tends to his wounds. Imani gets eaten by a cow plant. Omen reinvents the wheel. Caspian convinces Grok to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Grover defends the river. Octavia attacks Sky, but Torvald protects her, killing Octavia, Evie, Bomb. Grover, Caspian, Sky, and Evie form a suicide pact, killing themselves. Omen severely injures Torvald and puts him out of his misery. Omen wins, the worst character.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I would have been fine with even like Shaolin winning, to be honest.
Omen, like, Shaolin is like he's boring. He's nothing, but Omen is actually just lame. So that sucks. Anyway, now time to do the finale.